right, welcome one and all to Path of Glory Session 10. We are in the third part, the Heart of Darkness. In the last session, we encountered the village of Stonemouth, and it seemed to be having some internal conflict. There was an orc garrison that had been placed there by Mogdath, and they rebelled. And they rebelled against Mogdath and decided they wanted the town for themselves. And most of the townspeople were holed up in the keep, and we snuck in after meeting two children from the town who just happened to mention that there was a huge undead army marching towards town. They also very strangely kept saying praise Sathmog and things that were just anathema to what we had thought we knew about Sathmog, that here's people that worship him and they seem like good people. Going into the town, I think Sir Cornelius was taken to the orc leader, the one in charge of the garrison, and basically was able to prove his worth through his bona fides, having known Gorum and having helped the orcs defeat Blacktooth and other things. They took him on as the second in command at seeing his military prowess. The others were able to sneak in and kind of join the party. Fade, however, spoke with an old woman that gave him some insight about what was going on, and I think gave him said she was going to bake him a nice little pie. Anyway, we get into the keep, and we met with Fidelia, who is the current high priestess of the cult of Sathmog in town, and the former high priest, Gultrub, kind of a surly old dwarf, determined through conversation as well as subterfuge. Amalthea found a note that Gultrub had written to Dakoth, who is, I think I might have said Mogdath earlier, Dakoth, who is kind of the big bad in here, basically saying, come take the town, and we'll ally ourselves with you. So here this high priest of Sathmog was siding with Dakoth. And Amalthea also not only stabbed him a few times, but got to fight his demon that he had summoned up, and was sorely pressed in that battle. Meanwhile, the undead army approached, and there was a great battle. Many of you fought upon the battlements, raining arrows and magic down upon the advancing skeletal horde, where Sir Cornelius and Amalthea ended up going out into the field, and Sir Cornelius leapt over the front line of skeletons so that he could challenge Mogdath, the Death Wight, to combat. And the combat was very fierce, but the intrepid heroes that we are, we vanquished the foe. And when we left off, the town was recovering. We still have our quest to take this dagger that Tephilis gave us that contains the spirit of Mogdath, the Death Wight, to Godvindel, who was Tephilis's master at the some place called Otag. Now, Amalthea learned from a mallard assassin that was hanging from a gibbet in town named Anktale that Otag is just to the north, and agreed to meet us there like 2 days hence. And so we have this mallard assassin awaiting us on the road to Otag. We have a map of the eastern lands. Let's jump to the map here. We can kind of see where we are. I've got us on the map at Stonemouth. Otag was pointed out to us. Let me actually mark that down. They're able to tell us where Otag is at, so we know exactly where we are headed. And somewhere along this bridge right here, Anktale said that she would meet us and tell us about a secret entrance to get into the fortress rather than knocking on the front door. She made it sound like maybe things had gone south there, that perhaps the forces of Dakoth had overrun Otag. Anything we want to do in Stonemouth before we head north along the road towards Otag.
Fade needs to buy some bandages and rations.
They will definitely have that available, and bandages and rations they would give you freely for the services that you have provided. In fact, you could
Oh,
take them
wonderful.
from the orc stores. Orc rations aren't the best rations, but if you're hungry enough, anything tastes good. So you could take up to 8 rations each, and bandages you could take 10 bandages each if you like. Anything else that anyone needs to do while we're here? The orcs will press Sir Cornelius. Sir, please stay and protect our village. You fought well in battle.
Yes, I would, of course, see that my friends are kept safe, my allies in war. However, this part of darkness is more pressing, and I must leave. But I would ask any orcs who are strong of arm and brave of heart that would care to join us on this adventure, for we could surely use the extra swords.
Well, I don't know that we can leave the town as it is. We were badly defeated, and there are but scant few of us left to defend it should Dakoth return against us. Perhaps we can spare but a few of our scouts that can scout the land ahead for you.
Well, any aid that can be offered is, of course, welcomed, and I of course, understand that there's much rebuilding that needs to be done by the orcs still here.
Yes, indeed. You are given a hearty meal, and Fade, this old woman, comes up to you. She's got a bundle in her hands wrapped in a kind of probably her cleanest kitchen cloth, but you see that it is well worn. It's got holes here and there, some stains that would not scrub out. But as she approaches you, she hands you this warm little bundle, and the smell of apples and cinnamon rises up from it as she hands it to you. And she thanks you for saving her town. She knew that Sathmog would provide.
Well, thank you.
I'll
I appreciate
I'll
that.
be wanting the pan back, mind you.
We will be sure to send it back once we eat it.
Excellent. Fidelia. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, before we leave, Sir Cornelius is going to make sure that he make sure that Uluk, the orc chief, is well set up to, I guess, see that the town is safe, and then give them his leave.
Yeah, give me a roll for that. Some sort of like a leadership role. I would say probably a persuasion roll, or you could do just a straight willpower roll, just to kind of bolster the garrison and incite them to good defense of the town.
I don't want to go through the list, but if I name my exploits, would that give me a boon?
It would. It would.
Okay. I will add a boon then.
Yeah, the 4 would be a success. So you managed to give a stirring speech to the assembled orcs, and to Uhuluk as well, about the importance of vigilance and keeping the town safe. Now that it is territory hard fought and well earned, do not give an inch to any that would seek to take it from you. They are much dismayed to hear that you are leaving them, but you implore them to be cautious and wary, and that you go in search of greater things to ensure their security and protection. And
yes, I'm sure this place will serve as a refuge for orcs and orc allies in the eastern lands.
Indefinitely, it will. And with the easy access to the mountains, they hope to eventually reopen the dwarven mines and let that be a place of peace and plenty for all on both sides of the mountain. But that is far into the future. Shall we head to Otag? traveling along the road is the easiest path. We'll need a bushcraft roll with a boon, now that we have a map, and if we have a spyglass, it's another boon. If someone wants to make that roll, we'll move us down here to the crossroads.
Well, I can if somebody wants me to.
Go for it.
So that's with the boon.
With the boon.
Okay.
Excellent. Let me roll for a random encounter here. Yes, we would definitely have a chance to rest before leaving, for sure. And so everyone would have taken a full rest, absolutely. Not far from this crossroads to the north, you can see there is a small farmhouse and a field. And you see crows circling what turns out to be a battlefield, a few hundred meters off the road. It looks as though a horde of orcs and skeleton warriors clashed with a poorly equipped peasant army, led by 3 female knights. The numerous dead were left behind by the few, possibly injured survivors. The 3 fallen knights lay surrounded by piles of dead orcs and skeletons. You notice on their breastplates there is a symbol. It's the same symbol that you perhaps have seen for the Keepers of the Immaculate Flame. It is kind of a stylized dragon symbol. I'm going to grab that for you real quick. Stylized dragon symbol on their breastplates. Do you stop to survey the battlefield?
And these were orcs that had this on their...
No, so there were 3 female humans. These look to be knights with this emblem on their chest, and all around them lie a great mound of dead orcs and skeletons that fought against them.
Phelorian, if your magic is strong enough, these knights would surely prove useful as undead allies.
That any way to treat such noble knights?
Oh, this Order of the Immaculate Flame seems to have slaughtered many that were simply trying to protect their home. I don't know how noble they would be.
Oh, I thought they were doing the defending. Oh, okay, fine. Get them up.
So, it would seem, so where you came from, you were allied with the orcs against the undead. This appears to be the orcs allied with the undead. Perhaps these orcs that have died here have not turned against Dakoth as the others in Stonemouth did.
So who's the good guys here, can we tell?
Phelorian does have a Speak with the Dead spell.
Oh, that's true. They're very cheeky, though.
Can Fade cast Sense Magic and see if there's any magic in this pile of bodies?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and cast that. And there is indeed...
While they're doing this, I'll be... got my bow drawn and I'm keeping an eye outwards.
Give me an awareness roll, Orla. Nice. One of the knights has a suit of ringmail that seems to glimmer with magic. It doesn't seem to be enchanted against any, or it doesn't seem to have any specific spells or such upon it, but it is of fine workmanship that it does give off the aura of magic. This ringmail gives an armor rating of 2 and a bane on sneaking. It would be similar to like studded leather armor, but would be made of metal and is quite fancy. It does have the symbol of the Knights of the Immaculate Flame upon it.
That could be problematic.
That could be problematic. And Orla, you don't notice anyone approaching other than great swarms of crows that come to pick at the dead.
No more of those desert lizards that attacked us.
Those are difficult to detect, as you are well aware, but no, it does not seem that there are any around in here. Perhaps the battle frightened them away. Judging by the state of decomposition, it appears as though this field has been littered with bodies for roughly a week. Continue northward along the road, or is there anything else you would like to do here? Let's do another bushcraft roll and we can head north.
Anyone else want to have a go?
Sure, I'll do it. My bushcraft is about 13.
It will be with 2 boons because of the map and if you use the spyglass.
Oh, I didn't even use 2 boons.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, look at that crap.
Wait, that was two banes.
Right.
Slinging crap like a monkey in a zoo. Okay.
You've given yourself 2 banes.
Yeah,
so that's not super possible.
Those rolled up as banes instead of boons. So.
Oh no! Can I re-roll it?
Yeah, the first one, I think your lowest roll was a 15. Your second one, your lowest roll was a 5. So you would have succeeded after pushing the roll.
Okay. Can I? Do I still take the disheartened then?
Yeah, if you wanted to still push that, because your first roll on that, you rolled a 19, a 15, and an 18. Didn't you say your bushcraft was a 13?
Yes.
So yeah, so you would have still had to push it, but your push was successful. So the going is a little bit difficult. You're like, which road? There's a road that leads west or one that goes north, and finally everyone says, it's the one north. Amalthea de Lapiz is waiting for us. And we make it up here near the bridge. Up here now, as you get close, you can see the vast fortress of Otag up on the hill. And I've got a picture here. Looks to be multiple buildings. There is a cliff crowned by the fortified mountain temple of Otag. This is the main stronghold of the Keepers of the Immaculate Flame. This is where Master Godvindel is said to reside. Now, not far ahead is the bridge where you were to meet Amalthea de Lapiz and Amalthea. You can see telltale signs that have been left here, kind of trail sign to indicate that Amalthea de Lapiz is here and is waiting for you. She's left you notice that she has placed a few traps underneath or around the bridge, and that she would be underneath as you read these trail signs, and you know that you should approach cautiously. Give me an awareness roll with a boon, Amalthea, please. Do you want to push that? There we go. So at first you see no signs of traps, and then you notice a snare placed across the road, and pointing it out to your friends, you near the bridge and perhaps wait for Ankh-Tele to call you. It does not take long before you hear a voice coming from the bushes on the side of the bridge. "Welcome back, little cat. It is good to see you. I was worried that you would not arrive. I saw the great smoke fire rising from Stonemouth and thought you had met your end."
Takes more than just some orcs, some undead, demons, dwarf demonologists to get better than me.
What else?
Not a lot.
What else could there be? Surely you are watched over by whatever god you worship, or perhaps if you worship no gods, you are watched over simply by your own courage.
I prefer to just go with blind, stupid luck.
Blind, stupid luck, the god of all, who turns his eye when most we need him. I have communed with some of my blood sisters, and we have decided that we have room for one more in our band. Prove yourself here in these lands, and we can talk about your membership in our sisterhood. As a gesture of goodwill, I have something for you. And she holds out a dagger. This is a very nice dagger. It is.
Thanks. You already gave me one.
That was but a mundane knife, suitable for cutting apples or orcs. This other is something altogether different. Will you accept it?
From the Sisterhood? Absolutely.
Yes, from the Sisterhood. And she places it into your hands. Let me pull your character up here. I present you with the Tears of the Maiden. This blade will surely prove to be of great use to you. Its enchanted edge will carve through even the fiercest of armor. This has enchanted 2, so rolling a 1, 2, or 3 will be like rolling a dragon. This does not mean that you are in our sisterhood, merely that we would like to see you survive long enough to join. Use this dagger well. Its deeds will be known to us.
Thank you. I will wield it appropriately.
Can I have my knife back?
Do I have to?
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Best me in a contest of skill, and you may keep it. Do you see that knot on that tree over there? Throw your blade from here. If you can strike the knot, you may keep the knife.
Go
ahead and give me a roll with that knife. Oh, man, it was on a demon. Rolled to a 2. Yeah, you nail it dead center. Yeah, clearly that knife is in good hands with you.
Yeah, and it's also better than, anything else I've got.
Except for the Tears of the Maiden, correct?
Well, yeah, I mean, I like to use 2 knives.
You diversify.
And, yes. And up until you gifted me with the dagger back in town, I was using some very dull blades, but the artwork that went into the one that you gave me, and then of course this gift, are both much nicer than anything that I've been able to come across or afford so far.
Then guard this well, and may it serve you as well as it has served me. And she bids you to keep her knife. Now, what purpose does
You said something about a secret tunnel?
Yes, there is a secret way into Otag. I would not take the front door. You see those steps, and she points at a series of probably 200 steps leading up in a switchback up the cliff face to get to the keep there at Otag. But the cliffs over near where the water falls, there is a secret way. It is an escape path for the guardians of the fortress should they need to flee when all is lost. I found it. I shall not discuss how, but I found it. I know where it is. I will take you there. However, I must insist that we go with all quiet and all stealth. And she looks directly at Sir Cornelius. Can you do that?
Well, my method of stealth is more to silence those who would be alerted by my presence.
Charming, she says. Well, I suggest you silence yourself now so that others are not alerted to your presence, and then my neck is not put at risk. I do not wish to hang from a gibbet any longer. I have enjoyed that particular diversion once. I would not repeat it.
Ah, do not worry, Duck. I would take a many foes to put down the great and mighty Sir Cornelius.
Duck? Do you not know that that is a pejorative? We are mallards, not ducks.
Yeah.
Some people.
He serves a good purpose of distracting the more
Intelligent ones?
I was going to say focused ones can get by.
I do not doubt the brawn of his sword arm or the depth of his heart. Surely he is filled with courage and strength, but what comes up next is a task for those with brains and intelligence, so good night, do try to keep up. And Ankh-Tale turns and begins to walk towards the cliffside, and she gives you a look back and a little bit of a grin as though she's just playing with you, Cornelius. But every step you take, every creak of your armor, you see her kind of cringe just a little bit and shake her head as she picks up her pace. I'm going to continue over to here. It will be close to nighttime by the time we reach this area. You can see many lights on in Otag coming from various windows. But this other way, this secret way, is a little bit different. Let me take us there. We've got Amalthea. Fade. Who has light? Does anyone have light?
Phelorian has a torch equipped.
Fade will cast light on his staff, tip of his staff.
Okay, let me get that going for us. Let me give Phelorian some light as well. Let's see, torch. Okay, it didn't give Fade his light. Let me do that again. There we go. Alright, let me see if I got everyone on there. Let me move Cornelius up. Ankh-Tale, upon showing you this tunnel and these passages, she stops Amalthea and says, I'm afraid my quest does not lie inside. I must be about my own business, but I have fulfilled my end of the bargain. I have shown you the way. Through the tears of the maiden, we will know your deeds, and we will find you again. Fear not about that. I'm afraid I cannot share this part of the adventure with you, but know that we will be watching. And Ankh-Tale turns and skitters away into the darkness.
I look forward to our future reunions.
can now head into Otag. This passageway, this tunnel, is cold, damp, and cramped. It is precipitously steep, zigzagging back and forth, and sometimes so low that it requires crawling to get through. In some places, picks have been used to widen particularly narrow sections, but for the most part you squeeze forward between sharp rocks. Now, Phelorian, you are in the lead. Give me an awareness roll.
Oh, nice.
You notice that some of the rocks nearby look cracked and unstable, and you can avoid a collapse by proceeding carefully. So because you saw that, you pointed out to everyone, and you avoid being crushed under rockfall. After another stretch, you must make your way up a rough, deep, and steep crack. I'm going to have Orla give me an acrobatics roll. You want to push that?
I'll push that. I think I better, hey?
I think it's the right time. You make it up the steep, slick crack. And do you have a rope by chance to lower down?
I think so. Yes, I do.
Perfect. You lower down a rope. Everyone else can make an acrobatics roll with a boon to get up that rope, and then we'll find ourselves in this large room. Oh, do we have a dragon, I see?
Yes.
Dude,
Sir Cornelius.
wow.
Cornelius with a
Rather,
dragon.
For acrobatics.
Wow.
Yes, very agile today.
And looks like everyone made it up. Sir Cornelius, probably easier than the rest for whatever reason. Maybe your armor gave you some sort of grip on the rock and you're able to get up. You enter into a natural cave, cold and damp. The sound of dripping water is clearly heard from the darkness. Much of this cave is slick, and you see a pool to the north. This is fed by rainwater trickling down. The water looks to be cold and clean and refreshing. And looking up above the pond, you can see an opening to a well that would likely get you access up to the surface. There's also a door here. Now, as you step through the door, let me just pause this real quick. This is a shiver runs down your spine as your eyes wander around the chamber, refusing to settle for long on the rack, the Iron Maiden, the shears and pliers, or any of the other devices that you don't even know how to use, although their purpose is clearly to inflict pain. A ghost appears, faintly as a shimmering shadow rising from the rack. The ghost looks at you and says, "You who disturb my rest, do you love Sathmog?" Says directly to Sir Cornelius.
No, Ghost, I do not. I despise Sathmog.
That was the wrong answer. The ghost attacks. Let's get into
Oh yeah,
battle.
'cause he was an enemy.
Yep. Let me pull us into combat. Alright, if you guys want to draw initiative. Get this going. Orla, you are first. Let me unpause it.
Yeah, I just got to catch up. Can I get up to where I can?
You're.
Yeah. I mean, I had kept up with everybody. I just
Yeah.
got held back when the game was paused.
So you can see the ghost to shoot from there. Your line of sight can go through friendlies, but you do get a bane if you're shooting through like their space. So you can see the ghost, but it'll be with a bane to not hit one of your friends.
I might actually, if I can get past them, I might actually jump in and get it with Tephilus's dagger.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
Would you have enough movement?
I don't know, but if I had actually been keeping up, I just had to. I had to talk to my husband because someone was going out and I needed to check my dogs were okay. So that's why I got left behind. Otherwise, I'd have been up with everyone.
It's his fault that Orla just gets annihilated here. No, I'm teasing. I'm teasing. Yeah, so your movement is 14, so you could move 7 squares, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think you could do that.
Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna hit him with Tephilus's dagger because it's the best way to get an undead for me.
Absolutely, you get a bane on that, or a boon, excuse me.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't target him.
Dragon or a dragon? Which one do you want?
Wow.
Wow.
Never seen that before.
I'll do double weapon damage.
Okay. That's
16 points of damage.
Apply that. And there is no armor, and that is a magical weapon. Excellent. Sir Cornelius, you are up.
Sir Cornelius will call out to Fade and switch turns and call for him to banish this foul creature.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Swap with Fade. There we go.
Can I cast that over Phelorian and Sir
You
Cornelius?
sure can, as long as you have line of sight. It's not like an arrow that would travel through their spot.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and purge. Shh. I'll push it.
Was that with a bane?
Oh, I gave myself a bane. Why did I do that?
Do you have a
Have you
condition
still got a
that's giving you a bane? You've got.
What's that?
Oh yeah, so you've got angry. Did you take a full rest after when we started the session?
Yes, I did.
So yeah, so you've got angry, and so that gave you the bane on that.
Well, crap. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Well, it was a valiant effort, but the ghost shrugs off your feeble attempts to drive it away. Phelorian, you are up.
Ooh, that's quite the choice.
Yeah. Drain the power. This is with a bane for them.
Yeah.
So they have a 15. Let's see what they roll.
Not bad.
And the 14. But with the bane, it's a 15, which is still they made it. So it does not drain. Good try though. Do you move at all, Phelorian?
Well, yeah, I guess he would get out of the way of the door.
The ghost. Marigander. Touch of Death. The ghost sticks its translucent hand into the chest of an unfortunate player character and grasps the victim's heart. The victim suffers 4d8 damage and becomes scared. Armor has no effect. It's going to be Sir Cornelius, because you answered the question incorrectly. Do you want to evade? You cannot parry this.
Parry it.
You can't parry, but you could evade.
Well, I'm going to use
Is it defensive?
shield block,
Shield block,
which allows
yeah.
me to parry physical monster attacks.
Perfect.
Let me just activate that.
Otherwise, this could just about kill you outright. And that is a success. And then when you parry, you can move the target and yourself 1 square if you like, or just yourself 1 square.
I will move the ghost just up to here, and then I'll stay here.
Okay.
Will that give Orla a chance to attack them with the dagger when they move?
I would say yes. As you kind of drive them back, I'd say Orla can get a swipe in.
I forgot. I also meant to activate defensive so that it didn't use my turn. Do
Okay.
that.
Orla succeeds. 6 damage.
Points of damage.
And then it will be Sir Cornelius's turn. And then Amalthea is next. Oh, nice.
Ah, critical hit.
So that counts as a critical with Retribution. Doesn't count as a dragon for tracking dragons, but that is excellent. And let's see. Nice. Amalthea.
I'm not gonna have much chance of this, but 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go here and tell the ghost that you were betrayed and lied to in life, and that Southmog is a demon, and you should go to your rest and stop defending him.
So ghosts can be persuaded, but with a bane on the roll. So give me a bane on that
Sure.
roll.
Do I have a second bane because we 7 hells out of it?
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh. The ghost pauses, its hand outstretched as though it was ready to strike again at Sir Cornelius. And it says, "Tell me what of Sathmog?"
Southmog was a demon. He betrayed you. He betrayed this land, and he lied to you. You should no longer serve him, and you should go to your rest.
My rest. I must speak at once with the one above. And the ghost moves away to go up through the doors to the north. Sir Cornelius, you will get a free attack if you want to take it, or you can let the ghost get away.
No, I will let the ghost leave. Save myself for future battles.
The ghost disappears. It is not gone, or is not destroyed, but it is not. You're not in combat again. And you may resume your adventure.
Got a feeling we're going to see that guy again.
So again, this room is filled with various implements of torture. There's a door
These are not
leading to the
people.
north. You have entered the dungeons. 8 small cells, 4 on each side of a corridor, separated by rusty iron bars. The door to one of the corner cells is wide open, but the others are closed. From one of them you hear a croaking snore. From this one up here you can hear a snore coming from the cell. Are you being stealthy at all, Phelorian?
I was, although also where the knight is directly behind him.
You can peek in through the bars if you like. And let me
The most curious figure.
grab this. Peeking in through the bars, you spot this sad fellow. He turns and looks. Hey, if you're gonna kill me, do it now. This is an orc.
Cornelius, you may have the best experience with this one.
Yes, Orc, what are you doing in these dungeons? Why were you captured?
My boss, Uhuluk, he sent scouts to places where he knew Dakoth's forces were stationed. I am Bunk. I was sent here to Otag, but I did not get to do much spying before I was discovered and taken prisoner. I let down the boss. I told Dakoth and his ilk everything I knew about my chieftain's plans, and I pretended I was faithful to Dakoth, and he spits on the ground. I do not want to be freed. I want to join Dakoth. Can you help me?
Well, I would not help you if your allegiance is with Dakoth. I am allied with your boss, Uhulik, the Orc Chief. I helped him to defend the town, and we were successful and achieved victory over the forces of the undead.
Wait, Uhulik won?
Indeed.
And you see his eyes grow wide as though he could not believe such things were possible. Oh. Let me out, please. I would go speak to Uhuluk. I would beg forgiveness.
Give me some sort of oath that we can trust you, and perhaps I will let you free.
I give you the oath of my clan. And he pinches one nostril with the thumb of his right hand and then snorts the contents of his left sinuses into his palm, and then holds it out to shake your hand. Orc vow, my bond is my life.
I will shake his hand.
Give me a constitution roll as you feel your gauntleted hand squish into the contents of his palm.
He's used to this at this point.
Yeah. He uses
And then
his glove for an
after this
handkerchief anyway.
handshake, I'll say, Phelorian, there's a spider on your back, and I will
Swat at it.
pat on his back and just rub a little bit of that off.
Oh, generous, Sir Knight.
Let me out of this cell. I would speak with Uhuluk. Perhaps there is redemption for me.
I will try and break the lock on the door.
It is definitely locked. It can be broken. It's got a pretty decent armor rating. If you smash it, it's going to make a lot of noise. That you know. You're not sure who else is down here in these dungeons.
Well, perhaps the rogue can make short work of this lock.
That'll be a sleight of hand, and I think you have lockpicks now. So no.
Oh, advanced lockpicks.
Oh, nice. I think that gives you a boon on the roll.
Mm-hmm. Good thing too.
Good thing, yeah. The lock easily yields. The door opens and Bunk says, I thank you. You good to old Bunk. I tell Uhuluk that you are worthy of orc praise.
Well, thank you, Bunk, and the best of luck on your journey back to Stonemouth.
Well, I have to go up the stairs and I might be caught. Do you know other way out of here?
Well, back the way we came, there is an underground passage we entered, and as long as you have your wits about you, you should be able to make it out of this fortress.
Oh, I will be just fine. And Bunk runs past you down the way you came. About 5 minutes later, you hear a "Ah!" as he tumbles down that rocky slope. Bunk, okay! He yells up, and then he continues on. There's a door to the north. There's also all these empty cells in here.
Before Bunk left, could I just ask him if he has any knowledge about the workings of this fortress and the layout that he's seen?
Yes. I only see very little. There are 3 buildings. This one, the stairs to the north lead up to smallest building, but it is only small in width, but greatest in height. A tower it is, 3 levels. To the east of that is the largest building, where you might find the great temple, the Knight's Hall. And to the south, that is where I did not go, but I believe that is a place where I do not wish to go. I sense great evil in that temple hall. You would be wise to avoid it as well. Why you come here to prison?
Well, we have entered the fortress in search of a relic that we seek.
A relic? Is this condiment what go on food? Made from pickles?
No, that is not what I meant. No, an artifact that we seek to destroy, and that is all I can tell you right now. But
I know.
trust me that it is for the good of the orc clan and at Stonemouth that we find this artifact and see that it is destroyed.
I know no such thing, but Big Boss upstairs. The one in black, bony, and deathlike. They were here 2 days ago. They took prisoner away, wrinkled like an old turnip, pale as a bone. Master whispered something about this prisoner meeting the Big Boss, and then something about a cage. Perhaps...
Was this robed figure, was he a necromancer, perhaps?
Yes. It was not Big Boss. I have never met Big Boss. This was Underboss. I would not touch him. He is as cold as a stone in the earth.
Well, thank you for your knowledge, Bunk, and best of luck.
Yes, thank you. And then he goes and falls down the embankment.
You'd have thought he learned the first time.
Someone should put handrail here.
It's not handicap accessible.
Yeah, OSHA is not a thing in the Eastern lands. Phelorian, give me an awareness roll. There are blood stains on the hard bed here. It's little more than a stone slab. Blood stains on the slab and some on the ground as well. It looks as though someone in here was murdered.
Grim stuff. This dungeon.
Can I open the other 6 cages and see if there's anything in them?
Give me a spot hidden roll as you open and kind of peek into all those cages.
I don't see anything.
There's very little to find. You do manage to locate... Oh, nothing of note. Yeah. So, very little to be found. Does Fade want to push that? Boy, Fade's got Banes on everything. This is not going to go well.
No, I can't do anything.
There are stairs that lead up from this room here. There's also a door in the western wall. Peering inside that room, Phelorian, you see that there are crates, sacks, barrels, baskets, and jugs that line the room's shelves, containing root vegetables, berries, wine, bread, honey, and other necessities. The place stinks of mold and rot. There's also a door in the southern wall. Northern for Tina. Give me an intelligence roll, Cornelius.
Perhaps I will call over Phelorian. He's more knowledgeable about this sort of thing, and ask him to sniff the honey and see if it smells edible.
I thought you'd be able to smell the rat, but sure.
Yeah, sniffing the honey, and you know, Phelorian, that honey lasts forever. That honey could be 1,000 years old and it's still quite edible because of the natural preservatives in it, and that nothing bad will grow in it as long as it is kept dry and relatively airtight. It will be safe for a long time. And this honey is still good. This honey would provide 2 rations. It might also provide diabetes, but it would provide 2 rations.
Oh, does anyone...
Is it that good honey that makes you hallucinate?
There's only one way to find out.
Also, while they're searching, would I be able to do my stretch rest?
Yeah, so we spent about 15 minutes searching the cells and everything, so if you want to do a stretch rest, you certainly could.
I want to get rid of that angry, so I'm not rolling spells at a Bane.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Excellent. Do you go up the stairs?
Yes.
Well, if everyone is rested.
Let me take you up the stairs. I gotta find where these stairs go. They go there. Okay. As you are heading up the stairs, who goes in the lead? Who's scouting?
Fade will go second.
I'd imagine Sir Cornelius would lead the charge.
Cornelius, give me an awareness roll. You hear...
I am not aware of the horde of undead.
Yeah, you hear sounds from up here.
Tip.
Let me grab... Who am I missing? Amalthea. Okay. You can see before you there are... this is a barracks. Whitewashed walls meet a worn stone floor, which seems to amplify all sounds in the empty hall. There are several doors and a spiral stone staircase that goes up and down from here. As you enter the room, you hear the patrol rattling their way towards the stairs. And Cornelius, as you reach the top of the stairs, you see 4 skeletons coming in here. There is also... Hang on, there's another one in here. And I don't know where he's at. See, over here. Yep. Right here.
So the same answer as last time might be the right answer this time.
Sir Cornelius, give me a sneaking roll as you came up the stairs to see if they get the jump on you.
Right. I don't imagine I would have been too stealthy considering I hadn't noticed them on my approach.
And as you come up the stairs, they have swords drawn at the ready. And let's go into another combat. Shuffle the deck. Go ahead and draw cards. Oh, Dianys's hand gets to go first.
I see. The hand could always switch.
It could.
Which, I mean, considering what I am, I might just switch with myself.
Yeah. Let's swap that. So then Phelorian will go first. Let me just get that swapped over here. There we go. Phelorian, you're up first. Go back down the stairs and run.
That's an idea. Oh, but these are just creatures.
Yeah, well, I did wonder if we just kept going up the stairs or something.
So that is willpower with a bane for them.
Yeah, it should be. I don't know if you want to run it as a group or what.
Which ones are you targeting? There's 4 that are similar, and the one on the far left is very different from them.
Yeah, I would say just the 3 directly in front of me,
Okay.
starting at the left with this one.
Their will is 6. So they need to get 6 or lower to succeed. And no. Okay. So let me swap these out as you take command of them. Pull these out of here, and I'm going to put in your allies. So we got Mr. Bones and Bone Buddy and Skinny. Remember how to turn them. Let's see. Let me add them now to the initiative. Alright, let me draw cards for them. Let me just rotate their tokens so we know who's who. Remember how to do that. Well, sideways is close enough. We'll go with that. All right, Phelorian, well done. Up next is the one that you didn't turn. 1-2 Cornelius, 3-4 Fade, 5-6 Phelorian. Let's see who he will go after. There's some harp music in the background I need to get rid of. So that is Fade. A song called Pixie Meadow playing. I don't think we need Pixie Meadow. Coming at Fade with a short spear. And that is a success. Does Cornelius guardian him?
Yes, Sir Cornelius will stick out his shield and block the attack.
My hero.
Yep, and you do. You absorb the damage. Up next is Skinny. Phelorian, do you have control of them?
Yeah, it looks like I do.
Perfect.
This one seems like a threat to me.
Nice, roll damage. Oh, excellent.
Good work, Skinny.
And then Sir Cornelius, I believe, is next.
Yes, I will put an end to this skeleton.
Wow, another demon without rolling a demon. Or dragon without rolling a dragon. And yes, you do.
Then I
That
will,
is a kill.
I will step over his body.
Amalthea.
Well, I'll trade with the warrior in last place.
Okay. Swap that out. Okay, then it is, who is this? Bone Buddy, his turn.
He's just gonna move into like a general defensive position. I don't know what's coming through these doors. I also don't know if Cornelius would appreciate a skeleton trying to guard him, but
Right. Excellent. 1 second. Okay. 6 damage. Let's see. He shrugs off all of that with his heavy plate armor.
okay.
Fade, your turn.
Oh no, no.
No.
I know the pain. I did that twice in a row a couple
You wanna-
sessions ago.
You want to roll your mishap, Fade? Oh.
What?
That's a 20 on the mishap table, so that's 2 demons in a row.
I'm gonna mark that down as a demon because that's a bad one. Okay. Orla.
Well, there's something to look forward to.
Yep.
Jesus.
Thinking about area of effect type stuff, Orla's going to just say, "Excuse me, you two," and just kind of squeeze over to here. And I think since all the current skeletons are our friends, I'm going to use my bow to shoot at the weird person.
Perfect.
Can I just ask, like I posted in the chat, but is Godvindel one of these guys, or is Godvindel was a prisoner? So couldn't we just go, "Hey, we've come looking for Godvindel," or something like that?
Right. That's definitely a possibility.
All right. Can I, as an object interaction, say, "Hey, stop! We're actually seeking Godvindel. We're on a quest," or something like that?
Yeah. That
And
would
then
be,
if they don't respond, I'll just shoot him with a bow.
Are you asking like just to everyone, or the 3 that are allied, or the enemy?
I'm asking the enemy.
He says, the priest whimpered before the master. He is not one of us, but
Okay.
he soon will be.
Okay, I will shoot him. I just wasn't sure. Actually, I might go twin strike. For everyone, get my shit together. With a bane.
Got it.
Oh, just
Because you have an 18
just
in
a-
bows, right?
Yeah, I do.
Nice. 16 damage. That's on the...
Now, do I roll damage again,
yes,
right?
for Twin Strike, yep.
Okay. 29 points of damage.
Nice. And he blocked 12 of that.
Blimey.
Now it's Dianys's hand.
Yeah, I reckon the hand will just scamper up the stairs and probably step me one of the skeletons.
Balozar. At the start of his turn, the door opens. And reinforcements arrive. Let me get them on here. Assigned to the leader. Oh, the demon's already... You can't see him. He's already on the map. I just need to make him visible. I drug him out there just a few seconds ago. And this is a demon that Amalthea knows well. Alright, Balazar's turn. Let's see, it says Phelorian, that's not Phelorian's turn. Where's my thing? Oh yeah, let me get the demon up. That's what I gotta do. He will not act until the next turn. But there's the demon. Sorry, let me get this. It's his turn. Set his current combat.
At least you got company this time, Amalthea.
There we go. Balazar will lay into this skeleton, Mr. Bones, right in front of him, with his great sword.
Not helping.
Oh, and
Oh.
he gets a dragon.
Excellent strike.
This is what you guys get to play with. As soon as he cuts through your minions, he destroys that skeleton, and then he will move up.
Yikes!
To right, whoop, not that far. To right there. Perfect. And now it's Amalthea's turn.
Two, 3, 4. I guess I could just do that in 2 by going through evil. Alright, sure. Nope. Wrong one. Alright. Alright, we're going to
Little backstab.
see how much. I want to see exactly how much willpower I can go through.
Backstab and assassin.
I don't have assassin, do I? No, I don't. So I'll use backstabbing. And then I will hit him with Tears the Maiden.
Nice.
I get a boon on that.
Does an additional 1d8 damage.
8. So I get there. Roll. And hit at
That's
least.
a hit, yeah.
Hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, oh well. And then we will do a wield,
Do it again.
and we'll backstab.
Oh, that's awesome.
But this has to be with the master orc dagger. Boom there, and 1d8. Same out the boom.
Nice. Oh,
That's better.
wow.
One. Blah, 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 blah. And then, is that really? I only got through 9 willpower. Sure, I can do more.
Nice. Well done.
I'll come back here. I'll evade.
Let's see. Phelorian, you are up.
Okay, well, things did change over the course of this last round. I can see these skeletons that are going to come pouring out from the other room.
This is still round 1, right?
For some reason,
it's-
it restarted,
it
so
re-rolled
it restarted. This is round 2, but because I added so many combatants, it basically made it into combat.
Cool.
So let me roll this. And that is on the ones coming through the door.
Yeah, the one in the lead of that session.
So they have to a 6 is their score, and nope, they do not get it. Drain willpower. Oh, nice.
It's not hurt.
You pull out 16 points, and he actually takes damage as well. You nearly
I'm gonna
drain
take-
his life out.
Yeah. I'm going to take 6 of that, and then for those wishing for it, Cornelius could use some. He's going to be doing a lot of heavy lifting in a minute.
Yeah, I'm down 6, but if I just get like another 3, I can do, I think, all my abilities.
Fade is down, Orla's down a little, Amalthea's
Yeah.
down. I don't know if Amalthea will take your ill-gotten willpower, though.
He has,
Fade.
in the past, denied it, yes.
Fade is down 6.
I'm only down 3 if you guys want to take it.
Well, so Cornelius can just go to full if that's okay with everyone, and then I can do Guardian when this demon gets
Yeah,
over here.
that's what I'm thinking. He's going to really be fighting that demon.
Sounds good.
So that was 6 to fill you up, so there's 4 left.
I'll take those 4.
Yeah, take them, Fade.
Okay.
The demon that Fade has called up. He looks directly at Amalthea. Ah! And the demon will step towards Fade. This will be against all opponents. Is going to be Fade, Dianus, Dianus's hand, and Cornelius with a sweeping staff, long red hot iron staff. 2d6 bludgeoning damage and a further d6 from the hot iron. Armor has no effect. You'll also be knocked down. Fade, do you want to evade that?
I'm gonna parry this attack before they do it.
Okay.
I can do shield block, which lets me parry monster attacks. And then I will also use defensive, so it
Doesn't use your action.
use turn.
Excellent. You parry. Let me just see what the damage would be for the durability of your weapon. Would be 8 plus d6. I don't think it's gonna beat your weapon. So 13.
The Abdor is a durability 21.
Yeah, so no. So your shield holds against it. Skinny is up.
He ain't fighting no demon, that's for certain.
When I parry, can I move them, by the way?
Yes, you can.
Because if so, I'd like to move them back one and then step forward one so they're not next to Fade.
Okay, that will provoke an attack from Balazar, if you want to do that. So give me an evade roll.
I'll just accept the blow from him.
Okay, he's got a great sword.
He knows how to use it.
That's a hit. Oh, that's not bad. 11. So you'll take 3. Okay, and then did Skinny... Or no, so Skinny went... Okay, so now it's this
Yep, he
guy.
missed.
This guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming in at Cornelius. He is going to try to... no, but he can't topple with this. Shoot. There he goes. That's a miss anyway. Now it's Sir Cornelius' turn.
Well, I will do double slash. And I'm going to draw out the World Breaker and drop my sword and shield. And that will give me an extra D8 on demons.
And I think it gives you... Does it give you a boon on demons or just the D8?
I don't remember. It might give me a...
I think it's just extra damage.
Okay.
I would have put it in the World Breaker's details or description.
So then I'll just add an extra D8 to that when I roll it. So let me add a D8. Yeah, 3 extra damage. So 13 against the demon,
Nice.
and then against the skeleton here that just came in, another 16.
That will finish off that skeleton. Get him dead. Excellent. Kill Cornelius. And then it is Bone Buddy's turn. Let me get rid of some of these dead ones that are cluttering the map here. Oh, Bone Buddy hits the demon.
Oh, wow. See, that's the spirit.
Nice. It's Zarazak's turn. He flares up with fire. Fire wreaths all around him. And you know that anyone that gets close to him, meaning if you strike him now, then, or if you touch him or touch him with a weapon, you'll take 1d6 fire damage and armor has no effect. And now the Flaming Flail. She swings her flail at an opponent. The attack inflicts 2d8 bludgeoning and a further d8 from fire. Armor has no effect. She did... I don't remember if it was Flaming Flail. What was it? Oh, Sweeping Staff was the last one she did. Just scrolled up and looked. And this will be at Cornelius. Do you You've used your action, so you would have to use a defensive if you want to try to parry this.
I'll use defensive.
Okay. And you don't have your shield, so you can parry with your World Breaker.
Is there any chance I get a boon with the World Breaker for a demon if I'm parrying?
Let me look at the World Breaker. I don't think it gives a boon.
Well, I was more just thinking. I don't think it actually does. I was thinking flavor-wise, because it is supposed to be a sword made to kill demons. So I'd imagine it might strike fear into the demon, make it hesitant to hit.
I'm gonna say no. Nice try though. Okay, so you parry. Let's see how much damage World Breaker takes. It'll take 11 plus 4, so 15 damage. What's the durability of World Breaker?
I think it's 15 actually.
So, I think if it... Does it have to exceed? Let me look. Parry. If your parry succeeds, it hits your weapon or shield and you suffer no damage. However, if the damage exceeds your weapon's durability. So it did not exceed your durability. But you feel the World Breaker shudder in your hands as though that blow from that flail nearly damaged it. Fade, your turn.
I'm gonna summons Gnome,
Oh, sweet.
but it won't let me.
Oh, I think that takes a stretch too, doesn't it? Or a shift?
It takes 15 minutes.
Yeah, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm just gonna go purge on the demon.
Okay.
And I'm all in.
Now, the demon isn't
Wait.
dead.
You brought the
Oh,
demon
I thought
into
it worked
the
on demons or undead.
Let me look. I think it's just undead, but I could be horribly wrong here. Let's make sure. If not, I'm going to let you do that on someone.
Exercise a demon or undead.
Oh, it is. Yep, yeah, you're right. Excellent.
Nice.
Which, okay. And I don't think I targeted him correctly, but
That's okay.
I'm gonna go for double damage.
Okay, sweet.
It's nice to finally have my head out of my ass here.
You dragon.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
wow.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Okay, you called up this demon. How do you send it back?
Just good old fashioned begone. My usual.
That was unreal.
Sorry I even brought that jerk here.
The whole battle just turned right there. Wow.
Thank goodness I did something productive.
Do you move? Or do you stay there?
I'll stay there.
Notice how everyone is backed away from Sir Cornelius. And letting him and the two skeletons kind of hold the line. Orla, you're up.
Okay, I was going to aim at the demon because he seemed like the bigger problem, but now I'm going to stay targeting on Balazar, which I apparently am still targeting on Balazar. So I will go... I think I'll go twin shot again on Balazar. Okay. That gives me a bane.
Oh.
God damn it.
Oh. Roll the mishap. If it says you hit yourself, you hit it. Oh. Ooh. That's bad. You're out of arrows.
So when it says reroll for sling or throwing weapons, does that mean I get to do it now?
No, so if you were using a sling or like a dagger, then you would re-roll that mishap. Because you're using a bow,
Okay.
You run out of arrows. So sure strike, you have no
gotcha.
arrows for sure strike.
Gotcha.
You reach back to grab arrows and find your quiver is empty. Oh, that's terrible. Dianys's hand.
Get me some arrows.
There's an idea.
Balazar is going to activate double slash. Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, so it's a dragon against both of the two skeletons. He just cuts through your allies like carving a cake. And then he steps... no, sorry. So he steps there. Or... No, he'll step there. Right there. He's dancing around a little bit. Amalthea.
Let's backstab. More damage. This thing makes me scared. It's fine. There you go.
He will activate defensive,
Sure.
which lets him make a parry.
Mm-hmm.
And he successfully parries.
All right. 14
damage.
14, sorry.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think that's enough for his greatsword. Yeah, durability's 15, so almost.
Yeah.
That's close.
All right. I'll step back here.
Give me an evade roll. Got it. Nice.
And I'll be done.
And then in comes the horde. 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one is going to throw a spear at Orla.
I will if
You can see if
I
he
will do
hits
fast
first.
footwork if it hits me. Yeah.
Oh, nope.
Does not.
It does not hit you. And this one will throw a spear at Phelorian. Oh wow, these guys are terrible.
That's what you want.
We're just playing dodge the spear back here. It's amazing.
There's another one. We'll go for Phelorian again. The next one's going to be at Orla. But this one's at Phelorian. Oh, there we go. You cannot evade, I don't believe.
I can fast forward,
You can
and I
fast forward?
will for the
Sweet.
sake of it. Yeah.
Go ahead and make an evade roll. I forgot you had that. I'm glad you have that.
Very useful in his profession.
And you got it. Sweet. That one can make it. That's Sir Cornelius. stab. And that's a miss. These guys are awful. This guy's almost dead. 5. And we'll throw out Orla. Oops, that should be a throw, not a stab. That's a success.
Fast footwork.
Okay. Got it. Nice. Guys are hard to kill.
That's how we like it.
Balazar.
Yeah.
He is going to activate Berserker and double slash. And he's got just enough for that. Okay. So this gives him a boon on his attacks. He's going to go for Sir Cornelius and Fade.
I will use defensive, and then I'm out of willpower to block or parry this attack.
Go ahead and, well, let's see if he hits first. Okay, so you succeed with your parry. Let me see what the damage is. 12, which is below what Worldbreaker is. And then that attack will hit Fade. Let me roll for damage.
Well, if I parried the attack, would it just stop the double slash? Because I imagine that's just one big slash.
I don't know that it would.
Because that's kind of because when I've tried to use it in the past and like do one enemy and then step forward and hit another, it's usually I can't because it's just like one big attack that hits two people.
I'll say yeah, because you used up all your willpower. I'll say yes. And so you block the blow from striking Fade. This one's going after Amalthea. That is a hit. Does Amalthea have anything to dodge that? Nice.
Actually, no, I forgot. She's gonna weasel.
There we go. So instead of using your action, you weasel, and it's going to hit. Have to be Fade, right? So Weasel is like Guardian, but instead of the attack hitting the Amalthea, it hits Fade.
Goodness.
So weaselly.
For 2 damage for Fade. Not too bad. Go ahead and assign that to Fade. Skeleton Warrior.
No, I guess I don't move, but
Oh, whoops, sorry. I just moved Fade on accident. There we go.
oh,
Coming in at Cornelius. And that is a miss. He's got 1 spear left. He's going to hurl it at Orla. Boy, these guys are atrocious with their spears. Coming into Cornelius. Cornelius. Do you have anything to try and prevent this?
No, I'm out of. Well, have I taken my turn?
You.
I'd have to roll a dragon anyway, so I'll just take it.
Okay. Does he do double weapon, or armor has no effect? Even, double weapon, odd, armor has no effect. Double weapon. Oh, sheesh. 9. So you take 1 point of damage. And this one. Coming in hot at Orla. And that's a miss. Fade, your turn.
Do we want to put Phelorian ahead so that if Phelorian was going to draw willpower from somebody and then can pass it on to Sir Cornelius? Just a thought. Before
I'm
he
fine
has
with
to
that.
block anything.
Want to trade Fade with Phelorian?
That's if
Phelorian?
you were, if that's what you were going to do.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Swap with
As long as he shares.
Phelorian.
Of course,
I think Sir Cornelius needs it the most, though.
Yeah, I agree. And he might need it before his turn too.
There we go.
Yeah, as long
Phelorian,
as I
you
have
are out.
5, then I can do defensive and guardian.
It behooves us to keep you safe as well.
Nice. And they have a 6. Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Yep, go ahead and roll for willpower. Nice.
Could be
9
better,
points.
but that's a lot for Cornelius.
He doesn't take any damage, but you pull 9 points of willpower out of him. And then it is Orla's turn.
Cephalus's dagger. How did that go? Ooh.
Nice.
So 6 points of damage. Didn't manage to kill him, unfortunately.
You did.
Oh, he did
that,
die.
That one was wounded.
Cool.
That's pretty nice when your backup weapon is a soul-sucking artifact.
Right.
Yeah, it's actually more useful than my bow against these guys.
Yeah.
Fade, your turn. And then
All right. Time to send this guy back down to hell. Please?
Oh, that was on a demon for a
Yes.
second. Nice.
We'll take it.
Nice. Beautiful hit.
Wow.
Excellent.
No, I
Oop,
didn't
he's
see any
splattered.
cards.
He is badly wounded.
Oh, and I'm gonna frickin' move.
You'll have to make an evade roll. You got it. Amalthea.
It's just a race to see who can get further away.
You get into the corner. Ah, shoot.
Absolutely pushing that.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
Nope.
oh my hell. Alright,
Wow.
Amalthea Demon. There we go. This guy will get
Well-
a free attack on you.
Yep.
Let's see. Hopefully these guys will continue their disastrous attacks here.
Stole my dice.
His spear gets stuck in the ground as he stabs the area that you were just standing. Dianys's hand.
Oh. I was doing a round rest.
Okay.
None of them.
Poke him in the eye socket.
Oh, he did his best.
Well, he tried. Sir Cornelius.
Well, I will target this large skeleton. Oh. That's the one thing I didn't want to roll.
Oh, damn.
World Breaker gets stuck, so that means you can't parry with it either.
Now we see Sir Cornelius and a skeleton both madly trying to pull swords out of the stone or something.
Orla, you're up first.
I'm going to jump for tricky one. I think I'll leave Mr. Skelly there. I'm going to jump forward and take this one with Taphilus's dagger.
Nice.
Mixing up my artifacts now.
There we go.
The hit. 6 points of damage.
Actually, let me see. These guys have armor. Oh, they do have armor. I'm going to give them back 2. And Fade, your turn.
I think I have just enough willpower for a banish.
And you can pull from your hit points if you need to.
Oh, that's right. I will do that next round.
Oh, almost max damage. Nice. Nice.
Damn, this dude will not go down.
Actually, Banish, there's no armor against Banish. So let me give him 6.
Yeah.
6. There we go. Dianys's hand.
He's doing his best. Yeah.
Sir Cornelius, your sword is stuck in the ground. It will take an action to pull it out. With a strength roll, in fact, to get it out. You get your sword extracted. Do you want to move or do you stand your ground?
No, I'll stay here.
Balazar. He went berserk, so he gets a boon. But then he got the boon. Do you have anything to prevent him hitting you?
Yeah, I can use defensive and parry it.
Okay. You wrench the sword out of the ground and bring it up to clang against his great sword, which hammers you. Oh, for 21.
Although is his sword magical? Because I don't think a magic weapon can break, or a non-magic weapon can break a magic weapon.
His sword is magical.
Okay.
So let me get on World Breaker, and it's not broken for good. It just needs to be repaired with a crafting roll. But it is. There's a box I can check that shows that it's broken. There we go. Skeleton first turn. It's going after Orla.
Hey.
man, these guys are terrible. It's like stormtroopers.
It's the same guy who just stuck his sword into the ground as well.
Oh, it is? Oh, yeah. In fact, he would have needed to use his turn to get us. Also, he tried to pick it up and hit you with it, and it's just not happening. This guy's going to go at Cornelius. He sees Cornelius does not have a weapon to parry. And this
I
is
can
a
still
hit.
parry with it, but it still lets me use it. I believe it has effects, though.
I think if it's... I don't think you can...
Because when I click on it, it says this
I think
weapon is
it's Bane.
broken. Are you sure you want to use it? And I can still perform an action.
It just gives you Bane, I
Is it a
think.
Bane?
I could be wrong, but I had a broken weapon in another game once. I think it was a Bane.
Just look that. I've actually never had that come into play. See, this just says if the damage exceeds your weapon's durability, the weapon is damaged and cannot be used until it is repaired with a crafting roll. So I would say you would not be able to parry with it.
That does sound pretty open and shut.
Yeah. Didn't matter anyway. Clangs off your armor. Coming at Phelorian.
Oh, goodness.
Do you
That's
want
rough.
to evade? You need to roll a dragon.
Yeah, I mean, what are the odds? Oh, boy. That's rough. Jeez. I might as well evade, but...
Yeah, you got a 5%
No.
chance.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Well, let's give you a demon on here. Alright. $13 damage. Do you want to apply that to yourself? This is against Cornelius. Armor blocks it all. I don't think a healing potion is going to help that. Phelorian, you use your turn to try to evade Amalthea.
I have to make a death roll, actually.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, give me a death save. Nice. Now it's Amalthea's turn.
Well, I was going to backstab this guy, but
Can't now.
yeah, so it said I'll go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. I'll
Backstab that
backstab
one.
this guy. Actually, 5. I'll skip next to this guy. Or are these stairs, can I stand on them?
Yeah, you could stand on him.
Well, then I'll backstab the big guy, I guess.
Okay.
Backstab. Yes. Wait, no. Boom. 8. We got the boom.
Nice.
Oh,
So that counts as a dragon because it's enchanted.
I'll take the free attack against the other skeleton.
Sweet. So 11 to Balazar. Assign the damage, and then go ahead and make a free attack.
Flashing, not stabbing.
That's a hit.
Can I get a free attack back on
Wow.
Balthazar?
Yeah.
Deja vu.
Nice. So that's on the skeleton.
Skeleton. Yep.
That's That's gonna be... he's dead. So that is a kill for Amalthea. And that is a hit on Balazar. 8. Dang. Get wrecked. Nice.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back here. I'll evade.
Balazar's turn. He is going after Cornelius. Oh, nice. Amalthea with the dragon. Cornelius, you still have your broken sword.
No, it sounds like the rule says you can't use it. So.
He should get a boon on this. Let me re-roll this because he gets a boon. Let me just see if it's any better. In case he gets dragons. I forgot he's doing berserker. I will take the 2.
Nice.
Oh,
Oof.
21 damage to Cornelius. Your armor blocks 8, so that's still what, 13?
Yep.
Things
Down
are
to 3 hit points.
Things are grim. Skeleton warrior, he's going to stab at you. Most likely he will not get through your armor, so this might be the best thing for the party if they try to bring you down. Well, and he'll miss anyway. This one, let's see, Phelorian's down. So he's going to come over here. No, don't stand over Phelorian. We'll go after Fade. Fade, do you want to evade?
No. No.
Seven damage. Sir Cornelius, you had not used your action. You couldn't parry, but you could still use your action to evade. If you wanted to evade that hit that just dealt 13.
Nah, I get a Bane on it, so it's pretty unlikely that I'll succeed.
Okay. This one... Attack Cornelius. And likely miss. These guys are terrible. Yep. Okay. Dianys's hand. Does it want to take a potion to somebody, or?
I've got a potion, and Dianys's hand was with me then. So if you want to grab my potion and take it to somebody who's down, I'm all for that.
Phelorian is down.
You can reach either Phelorian or Cornelius from where he was.
I mean, on my next turn, I'm gonna drink one of my potions. So if you want to take it to Phelorian, that's fine.
I appreciate you not making me make that choice. Thank you.
So then, is that a 2d6 healing, and then you could stop making your death saves? Eight, nice. Fade, you are up.
Alright, I'm going to roll to tap willpower.
What dice are you going to roll?
6-sider.
Okay. 4.
That'll give me 4.
Lose 4 hit points, gain 4 willpower.
That's good.
Okay, 1, 2, 4. Okay, I'm going for Purge on
The one in
the
front
head
of you or
guy.
on Balazar?
Balazar.
He is almost down. If you can do this, you'll take him out.
Because if I can hit him, then all the other ones will crumble, right?
Well, we'll find out. Oh!
Dragon!
Do you want
Oh,
your willpower back, or do you want to do double damage?
I will do the willpower.
Okay, because I think you'll get him. He doesn't have much health left. Orla.
Would I,
Balazar falls.
Down with you,
Yay.
Balazar. Bastard.
Amalthea. Unless Fade wants to move, that would provoke an evade roll if you move away from that skeleton.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm out.
And now you can backstab because Phelorian is back on his feet.
I cannot.
Oh, you're out of willpower?
Yes.
Oh, I think that's going to do it for that one. Yes, it does. Phelorian.
I think everybody's been a little bit in heat right now.
Oh, look at that. Got a dragon. No willpower or immediately cast another spell?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the. Oh, I could. Oh, I could do it. Now I'll go with the no willpower.
So that is D20.
Just out of curiosity, if you had done Master Spellcaster and then got a dragon, could you potentially cast 4 spells?
That's a thought.
Maybe.
Just out of curiosity, if that had happened.
He needs to get a 6 or lower. And with the 13, he does not, so you drain willpower.
Lovely.
He's going to take damage. 3 points of damage, and you drain 13 willpower from him.
I took 1 point, so 12 is up for grabs.
Sir Cornelius.
I think
will
there's a lot of
take
people
some.
in need, yeah. Fade, Cornelius.
I'll take 5.
Orla too, yeah, everybody.
if that's okay.
5, so there's still 8. Or no, if there was 12, you took 5, there's 7.
Amalthea needs some, doesn't she? She hasn't got any.
I don't know if she'll take it. If it comes
I'm
from
good.
Oh,
the
that's
dead.
right. I forgot about that. Changing your mind yet, Amalthea?
But what?
Taking
About taking
undead
some
willpower?
more points.
I'm looking at the undead attacking us. No, no.
Can't take that one. Who wants the
I
other
take.
7?
Can I take? Oh, there's 7.
Yeah, 7 left. So there was 12 after Phelorian took some. Cornelius took 5. So there's 7.
Oh, okay. I'll take 7 if that's okay.
Sure. I've still got 2 different actions I can take before I run out, so
And Banish and Purge come in handy.
they do.
That'll give me
Cornelius,
willpower for healing.
Yep, good one.
You
I
can.
was gonna do a potion, but I'm going to just double slash and see if I can kill both of these.
Now, you dropped
I will
your
just pull out
sword, I think.
I imagine I planted it in the ground. so
And I
I'm
don't
just
think
gonna-
you have moved. Like, you basically have stood there.
Yeah.
Just give me
I'm just gonna-
give me an agility roll just to make sure you can grab that. We'll make it a little bit tense here.
Okay. In that case.
I thought that was
will-
a strength.
Well, I'm gonna use adaptive and make that a swords roll.
There we go.
Pull out my sword.
We'll make it heroic. Yep. So you scoop down, you grab Retribution, and thrust it
equip
up,
it
and then you
Hooray.
double slash at the 2 skeletons.
Yes, I need to equip the sword though. Okay, yeah, the first skeleton.
Nice. Well, that hits them both if you double slashed.
Yeah, so 20 to both then?
Well, you roll damage twice.
Oh.
So 20 to the one, and then just click on the roll damage button again. That'll apply it to the second one. Yeah.
11 to the other, and if that doesn't finish them off, we'll do
That finished them off. Tell me how you
Oh, no
end
way.
the battle, Cornelius.
So yeah, I had Retribution stuck into the ground from when I pulled out the World Breaker, so I'll rip that out of the ground and bring it around in a big slash that crumbles both these skeletons.
Excellent. That is the end of the combat.
And now I'm ready for a 6-hour nap.
That was a tough one, especially when the demon showed up. That was particularly bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Who needs healing?
Not me.
Phelorian is probably still. Well, he's mostly.
I've got a
full.
I'm mostly
I think
back.
Fade. I
Nothing
think,
to
I think you're the
start with
worst.
So Cornelius is down to 3.
Oh yeah, Cornelius needs a ton.
Unless we want to, can we do a stretch or a shift rest here?
To do a 6-hour rest.
Yeah, we might be discovered, I guess.
Yeah, especially here. You've just taken out a bunch of the people here.
Could we at least do a stretch rest if that's okay for with everyone?
I think there'd be time for that for sure.
Oh yeah.
You want to do your inner peace as well, Phelorian?
That was the hope, yes.
Okay, I got 16 back on Cornelius.
Oh,
Will heal me.
I'll spend some time smoking my pipe during this stretch rest.
Perfect. Remove another condition as you use your memento.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to take out Erd's little braid from his beard and just look at that and remember the courage that I take from that, and I can take away my disheartened condition.
Perfect.
Do you think I could do inner peace as well?
You could. The only problem is if someone shows up here.
Someone
then
comes
you
in.
and
I think it's
Phelorian-
probably more important, yeah, for Phelorian, so.
Trying to recharge his little batteries.
Yeah.
We can take a quick look over the gear. We know that for sure the greatsword that the skeleton had is something fantastic. It is magical indeed.
I repair the world breaker.
Nice. Second. The great sword that nearly hewed through you is on the ground next to your foe's corpse. You know that this is definitely a magical weapon, as it was able to shatter the hilt, or snap the hilt free from Worldbreaker, and it took you some time to repair that. Does anyone want the great sword of bones?
I will pick up the great sword and take it to Phelorian once he's awoken from his rest and ask him if he knows what this does.
It does seem like something I would know about.
Yeah,
Potentially.
you could give me either myths and legends with a boon on that.
Bones, yeah, bones.
Okay, we'll add that dragon on there. So you know that this sword is enchanted. It has enchant 1, so a roll of a 1 or a 2 would be a dragon. It's also a masterworked sword. The hilt looks kind of like, or the cross piece and the hilt looks sort of like Skeletor's sword. It's got like a big skull on it and bones coming off. This looks to be ornamental but it's definitely enchanted. There are no additional spells that you suspect would be on here, but this thing is definitely worth money, as well as being a powerful greatsword. Being masterworked, it can the strength requirement is reduced by 3 on this, so rather than needing a strength of 16, just a strength of 13 would be able to wield this.
I could, and I have Ishtalok, which only needs a strength of 7, so somebody else could have that.
I'll give you the greatsword of bows.
Oh, Orla with the great
That's
sword
an-
would be me.
Yeah, I have a 13 to swords, so I'm not as good with it as with a bow, but I'm not terrible.
I mean, I've got a 4 in swords.
Yeah.
And Ishtalok has frost on it, so you can use the spell Frost, which costs, it's a rank 1 elementalism spell. You lower the temperature around you, puts out fires, things like that.
Yeah, and you kill yourself.
Yeah, you definitely could.
Because it's around you,
Yep.
and if you're a humanoid,
You're around you.
you take the damage. Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to make a frost mage until I read that spell, and I'm like, no,
Nope.
this is terrible.
But I can't use swords. No.
What kind of sword is it?
Ishtalok is a
Scimitar, wasn't it?
I think it's
Looks like a scimitar
I think
or
it's a
something.
scimitar. It just uses sword skills. It's a one-handed sword. It's probably a scimitar. Oh yeah, it is. Mastercrafted scimitar.
I think I'd be better off switching up, so we could just carry Ishtalok along with us unless somebody else wants it. What about Amalthea?
Let me put it in your inventory, Amalthea, and if you decide to keep it, you can keep it. If not, you can delete it. And if you keep it, I'll just have Orla delete that.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take it.
Oh, good.
Why don't we go ahead and take a quick break here, and then we'll get back to the action. Any questions before we take a break?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, if you would move that sword in for me, and
So I think
I have never to work it out how to do that.
So I think you've got the sword on your character now, Orla.
Oh, I probably got it on my inventory. Yep.
Yep, it's in your inventory.
Yes,
and then
there
I
it
can,
is. Okay.
I can take Ishtalok. Let me unequip it, and then I can take that off because Amalthea now has it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep, there we go. And you need to find arrows before you can use Sure Strike again.
I can pull 2 out of
the
wherever I shot
creatures
the
in
first
here.
2. Yep.
Yep. So you've got 2 shots with your bow.
I got
so
2
you're able to
arrows,
find
and
more.
that'll be it. Okay.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. One of us needs to go to the bathroom, and I will see you guys in about 7 or 8 minutes.
With two-handed sword, I'm headed to the mountains to rescue the princess from the evil goblin. I ignore all the signs of impending danger because I'm a fighter and not some crappy ranger. 47 hit points and a high dexterity, 17 for strength. Kobolds are Hero roll of the dice and my fate is a spoken. I locate the lair, but it doesn't make much sense to me. I think that the DM might be out to get me. A hero in armor and truth, bards tell my legacy. The flame of my torch illuminates the enemy. I win in a battle, you win foes asunder. Deeper I venture, the deeper I wonder. The bodies pile up before me, the corpses I plunder. The deeper I venture, the deeper I wonder. Crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a immutable caper. And while in real life, my fate is unspoken. Hero roll of the dice and my fate is unspoken. I drink my last potion. I charge through the open gate. The flame of the dragon tried to seal my awful fate. With a handful of dice, 5 times I rolled 20. The dragon goes down, the DM no bloody. I leave with the princess, a satchel chock full of gold. We head to the tavern, where my mighty tale unfolds. Crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a naval caper. While in real life,
back. Let me just clean up some of these dead tokens off here.
So I'm not certain I'll ever see 1,000,000 to 1, but today I did have a 10,000 to 1 roll.
What happened? You rolled the 1D
Ah.
1D 10,000.
No. My home Tomb Annihilation game
Uh huh.
randomly ran into some frost giants looking for the Ring of Winter,
Yeah.
and one of the frost giants threw a rock at the Kinku cleric. 4d10 plus 6 did 46 damage.
Oh wow.
4 10s.
Wow. Plus a 6.
Yeah.
Doesn't that feel good?
You've seen the picture of the bird that got in the way of the Randy Johnson fastball?
Uh huh. I remember I watched that live. I was watching that game
Yeah.
when that happened.
Yeah, that's what the Kinku felt like.
Just a plume of feathers, and that's awesome.
And a lot of people going, holy shit.
Yeah, I thought, I thought Sir Cornelius was going to go down. That was close.
Yeah.
If he goes down, it's everyone for themselves. That's when everyone suddenly has the heroic ability of Weasel and just tries to push each other in front of the spears as they make for a fast getaway. All right. Well, the good news is that you have bested one of the hardest foes in OTAG. The bad news is that's not the only one, so there are other foes here.
Yeah, well, there's something to look forward to.
Yeah. So from this room, there are the stairs that continue to go upwards, or there are doors that look like they lead out into the open courtyard. And it is, I think we said it was nighttime, so it is dark. Dark is falling outside. The light is fading away quickly. There's also some doors to the south of you. So quite a few places to go. We'll wait for everyone to get back, and we can decide kind of how to proceed. Actually, I think everyone's back. I've heard everyone, or the rest are not muted, so I'm going to assume everyone is back. So, where do we go from here?
I'd like to light my torch.
Yeah, let me get your torch lit. One moment. Just takes me a second here. Does that mean you're not carrying your shield in hand?
Probably not my sword.
So your shield and your torch? You're not carrying retribution?
Yes. No.
Okay. So Cornelius, you open that door and you see that it leads out to the outside to a parapet overlooking the cliff face. It leads down a steep and treacherous descent. If you were to try to climb over, it looks like it extends in either direction, to the left and to the right. Give me an awareness roll, Sir Cornelius.
All right.
Oh.
You hear a sound, something whizzing above you at high altitude. It is hard to see because of the low clouds. You think had you looked but a moment sooner you may have glimpsed it, but something large just passed overhead.
Well, it's nice in here and warm.
Yeah, we'll go back inside.
So I'm a bit unclear on this, and I'm sorry if I missed something. this fortress has been taken over?
Yeah,
Or
it,
is
it,
this...
it seems as though the Knights of the Immaculate Flame have been assaulted by an army of the undead, it would
Gotcha.
seem.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
So we can
Yep.
only hope that Godvindel still lives. And it sounds like, if Bunk was telling the truth, it sounds like they took some withered old man up, which we are
Right.
now up,
So,
and they were going to introduce him to the big boss, which you can only surmise that
yeah.
that might be Dakoth.
Right, so we've got to get our skates on, because if we don't, he will be converted, and then
Right.
our whole quest may be for naught.
So from here we can go up the stairs, or there's these many doors. It looks like we found some that lead out to a parapet. This one that the skeletons came through seems to lead outside. You can see the blood and bone fragments where a battle was fought out there. Perhaps some of the Knights of the Immaculate Flame made a valiant last stand there. And
Just caution, there was a large creature out there, I'd imagine.
Peering outside, you can see another building just there to the west of you, and then the terrain continues down to the south. You can see the shadow down south of a large circular building as well. There is a
Now,
door.
that's where we were told was the worst place to go, so
Yeah,
it's
that-
probably
that's
the
where-
place we want to go.
Right, that's the place Bunk was afraid to go, was that round building to the south.
You may be onto something.
Now, out here in the courtyard, there's a vast wind-swept slope, lush with short grass. There are, between bushes and thickets, there's a few small podiums irregularly placed a few meters apart. These are likely for meditation and relaxation.
The skeletons. Oh, no, that's right. For the people who used to be here.
Sounds like we
Meditating
need
on
to.
getting better.
Sounds
Hey,
like we
just
know
sleeping.
where we need to get to.
Amalthea, you coming?
Well, no, this guy's sleeping. Thought I'd wake him up.
So, Amalthea, in that room that you go into, let's see what you find in there. Room number 12. This is a large room with simple, functional furniture, a bed, a dresser, a wardrobe, a weapon rack with a sword in it, and the stench of rotting corpses is palpable. A wool blanket has been pulled from the bed, revealing a dead man in a nightshirt and cap.
Does he look like the ghost from downstairs?
He does not. This looks to be, based on some of the medals and items you see on the nightstand, this was perhaps a drill instructor. He looks as though he died in bed. You see no open wound upon him. There are still jeweled rings on his rotting fingers.
No, it's not.
The rings bear the symbol of the Knights of the Immaculate Flame, and you can easily stuff those into your pocket. They're worth 6 gold each, and there are 2 of them. His long sword still rests on the rack against the wall. This looks to be an heirloom ravaged by time, but bearing a symbol on its pommel, a rearing winged horse. If you make a Myths and Legends roll, you might remember something about that symbol.
Huh. It's looks like the winged horse is about to take off.
It does. It looks as though perhaps this sword might fly from your hands if you were to swing it.
Anything in the chest is in here? Chest drawers or wardrobe or whatever?
He has very few personal belongings other than the rings upon his fingers. It looks as though whatever he had in here has been ransacked.
All right, I'll
Curiously,
take the rusty old sword.
Yeah, curiously, they left the sword. Let me see if I can put the sword on your character sheet.
Well, yeah, I'll take it with me.
Let's see if I've got it in here. Where is it? I'm not seeing it. Okay, 1 second. Oh, so it is. I don't actually have an item for that. I will have to make one, but it is just a longsword. There's nothing magical about it.
Okay. Hey, Fade. What are those horses with wings called?
Pegasus.
And when a Pegasus is about to take off, uh, is that like a local house sigil or anything?
Make a myths and legends roll, Fade.
Wait.
Boom.
Nice.
I can tell you all about it.
You recognize that as the sigil of House Hardensteel, whose founder Telvin is said to have been a brother in arms to Eladane himself, one of the greatest forces for good in this land. It is likely that anyone that sees this would think the bearer was likewise someone allied with the side of good in the eternal conflict.
Hmm.
Nice.
Is the I guess we can hand it to Cornelius, see if he believes the blade is beyond recovery.
You could give me a swords roll, Cornelius, as you study this blade.
Sure.
Yeah, you look at the blade, and it is not even sharp. It has served more time as a decorative piece than actually used in combat. It looks like it is in need of some repair. You could repair the wrappings around the hilt. It could definitely stand with a good scrub down to get some of the little rust pock marks off of there and try and refurbish the blade. It could be a good blade again, but in its present state it would not be.
Well, it seems like with enough effort it could serve its wielder well.
So we need to go south here.
Well, there's a building directly to the west, a large square building. The round building, the one that Bunk seemed to be afraid of going to, is to the south. You cannot quite see it yet in the darkness, but as you get closer, there's a good chance that you would be able to see it. And there you can kind of see the round shape of it.
Do we think that's where we need to go? Or do we want to peek in this door here?
Who's peeking in the door?
Not Fate.
Sir Cornelius will look inside.
There's a smell of mildew from countertops filled with moldy green meat and sprouted turnips. Meal preparations must have been in full swing when whatever caused this place to cease being a fortress of worship to end. Clearly they were in mid-preparation when disaster struck. Peering through that other... I'm going to pause it right
close
there
that one.
as Sir Cornelius opened that door. That one... you see a mosaic-decorated marble floor covered in dried pools of blood. The room is in good condition. There are heavy chandeliers hanging over a massive U-shaped oak table with 20 or so chairs around it, and on a pedestal in the center stands a gold statuette of a screaming dragon reared up on its hind legs. And there are a number of skeletal warriors in this room, and as that door creaks open, they turn to see exactly who is coming through. What does Sir Cornelius do?
Well, I will slowly close that door.
You can hear the sound of footsteps getting closer to the door.
And then could I drag one of these tables in front of it?
Yeah, give me a strength roll.
I can help. I'll
Okay.
just pop in the door and help.
Give yourself a boon on that. Nice. The two of you working together manage to slide that in place so that the door is held. You can hear banging and clanging on the door and the sound of more and more things rising to their feet. What do you do now?
What's the door made of?
The door is made of wood. It's in good condition. It's kind of a stout door. It may hold them back for some time.
We can shut this one too on our way out.
No reason to needlessly fight another horde of skeletons.
It looks like on the west side you can see maybe steps leading up, probably to an entrance.
Is there any more of those?
Yeah, let's pause
columns need to
it
stay
right there.
before we go in there?
This is a large temple hall with a high vaulted ceiling. Ladders along the walls lead up to a wide balustrade near the ceiling. On the floor in front of you are rows of simple stone benches, and behind them a rough stone altar. On the altar is an iron cage, surrounded by skeleton guards. A very thin and ancient-looking man in the cage raises his eyes, notices you, and immediately collapses into a lifeless heap. On the wall behind the cage is a large gong. There are numerous skeleton warriors in here. There is also a figure in black. This looks just like Mogdath, just like the other white Merlith that you fought. In fact, Cornelius, as the eyes of this death white turn to contemplate you, you recognize that this is indeed the foe you fought not 1 day ago. It was not banished from this world, but returned in full fury and anger. And we're going to be in a battle. And if they ring that gong, it's going to be an even bigger battle. So, let's...
Oh, I was wondering if we could ring it and get a dragon to come and help. Better not.
You might
Any
get a
chance,
lot of things coming to help.
Orla could like shoot one of the chains that hold up the gong, and then they can't ring it. Maybe.
Let me group some of these skeletons together just so they're not...
Good, but it might make a gonging sound as it hits the ground.
It's true.
Put down a blanket first, that's what we're going to do.
What are you going to shoot it with?
Yeah, you got 2 arrows.
I've got 2 arrows.
Oh, this is going to be rough.
Maybe we could just close this door too.
Well, the old man you suspect might be Godvindel. Get one more on here.
Time for a heroic stand, folks.
Alright, if you guys want to draw initiative cards, I'll get some battle music going for us.
Survive, solve, or make it matter.
Orla, you are up first.
Okay.
Now hang on.
Are any of
Who
the...
shut the door? The door was opened.
It was worth a
Let
try.
me get that door back up. There we go.
Alright, so I could move again because it was paused, but I would be down so I can see in Okay, I can see there's some skeleton archers, so I'm going to be keeping an eye out for arrows
They
that I
will
can
have
pick up.
arrows, yes, unless they have
Yep,
crossbows.
so-
But I'm going to say they have arrows. So if you can
Anytime
down
an
one of
arrow
them, you'll
comes
pick up
towards
arrows.
us, yeah, I will try to get them. I don't know. That's probably an object interaction. I don't know. So in the meantime, I've got 2 arrows, and I'm going to shoot them at. That's the big bad there, right in the
Yep.
center of the.
That's him.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go twin shot. You better work.
And it is a magical bow, which will be important.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Okay. And I still have to do it with a bane.
Got it.
It's not very friendly just to come around the corner, but you know. So 25 points of damage.
Nice.
Not
And
bad.
I'll just duck back around behind the door again and peer out.
Give him damage here. Let's see. Do that first one. Yes, it did. Excellent. And he does have plate armor that seemed to absorb some of that damage, but he still felt it. 2, 10. Double move. Alright, let's see. This one has line of sight to Cornelius. Oh, and a demon. Wow.
Which makes sense. How steep are these steps that we're on?
They're quite steep.
Like enough where if we crouched, they wouldn't have line of sight to us?
I mean, you did just open the door. They would have a bane probably to try and hit you if you crouched. Orla is on the main level, but you and Phelorian are a little lower, and Fade is probably not seen from there. So that archer lost his weapon. It broke.
Well, if the arrow at least maybe hits into my shield, Orla can take that.
This
Yeah,
one,
that'd be very handy.
well, this one can see Orla, so if it hits Orla, Orla can just pull it out. Actually, it needs to step over here. Now I can see Orla. Orla can just pull it out and use that arrow and fire it right back. And that is a success.
I am going. Oh no, yeah, actually, I think I'll just take the damage and then grab the arrow. Oh, that's bad.
Ooh, 10.
Ouch. Okay.
I'll let you assign that. If you've got armor, it will reduce that.
Yep. But I have got an arrow back. I pull it out of my own flesh.
That's disgusting, but awesome. Dianys's hand. Or do you want to
Okay.
trade because the Death White goes next?
Yeah, I think the hand will trade with Phelorian again.
Okay. Trade. Come on. Trade. Okay, Phelorian's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do a control undead to make things a little bit less terrifying.
Nice.
Hopefully.
So,
Ouch.
let's see. They have... should be the same as the other. 6. Oh yeah, you got him. So you got
Okay, and I'm
3 of
gonna
them?
do a drain willpower as well. Yeah, I did a power level 3 for the
Okay.
undead and master caster.
Alright, let me pull these out here.
Just one's closest, I guess. Yeah, they've already acted. They're running towards me. They're the biggest threat.
And that was a level 3, so we'll get 3 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get rid of them. Let me put out your allies.
I get hit so rarely, I forgot I have 1 armor, so it was 9 points of damage.
Oh, damn.
Now let me add them into the initiative. Okay. Alright, the Death White. Oh, I need to do the drain willpower. Sorry about that. Let me run that. Sorry, I'm having lag all of a sudden. Let me get the drain willpower. That is... Oh, they succeed. So they needed to get a 5 or lower. They got a 3. So you did not drain willpower.
I was going to use it on one of the ones I just turned.
Oh, then they're willing.
It's on
Yeah,
your minion.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're willing.
I'm a cruel master.
So, oh, and it looks like you already rolled, so you took 5 willpower.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad roll,
Oh,
actually.
that's
Maybe
terrible.
karma.
4d6
Yeah.
and you rolled a 5.
Yeah.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Death White will move up to here and do a dreadful gaze on Sir Cornelius because of their past. You are bewitched by the Death White's glowing red eyes. You become scared, suffer a fear attack, and get a bane on your will roll unless you want to try to evade that.
I don't think he's close enough. He's 15
Is
meters
he 15? Alright.
or 16.
I'm trying to count, but it's going so slow I can't pull up the tools. There we go.
Oh, okay. Then I will use Fearless.
Alright, then Amalthea's turn. I think it might be your torch. Let me just turn off your torch, Cornelius, and see if that's what's causing this like local lag. 'Cause it was not lagging until your torch was lit. Let's just see if that changes it. Ooh. We don't hit ourselves. I'll let you re-roll that. Or you can hit an ally. Oh, there we go. Okay. That one I will allow. Let's see. Who is in your line of sight? Fade, Phelorian.
Mr. Bones.
Yeah, Fade,
Skelly.
Phelorian, Mr. Bones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, Fade, 3, 4, Phelorian, 5, 6, 7, 8 will be the friendlies. Oh, you hit Fade right in the back of the head. Roll damage on
Oi!
Fade.
Damn cat!
Duck.
Pat got the dog.
This cat has really been messed with Fade this session. Gee.
Jeez.
Go ahead and roll damage on Fade. Oh, nice. Only 7. And then it is Fade's turn.
I'm going to turn around and lightning bolt on the cat. No, I think I have enough willpower here to do purge. But it doesn't matter because I suck.
Just don't take angry.
I'm exhausted. I'm tired of this shit.
There we go.
All right. Yeah, shit roll. Okay.
7 on the death wight.
And I'm out of willpower. Take out my sling. Gonna back up a bit.
All right, Dianys's hand.
Okay. And might as well scrabble its way on in.
The death wight. Sweeping attack. Like a cloud of darkness, the death wight sweeps its weapon in a deadly attack. All characters within 2 meters take weapon damage. It's going to be these skeletons here. All of the friendlies. We'll take 6.
I can do that if you want.
Okay, yeah, if you don't mind doing that, that will save me time. Sir Cornelius, your turn. And actually, this one here, I'll get this one here that is an enemy. He takes 6 as well.
Well, once more I will fight this white.
Killed him once. Can you kill him again?
Oh, I can't open the sheet on the one.
And I
to
find the
the
weak spot. So I will negate his armor.
Let me give him damage.
And then I'm going to. That's pretty bad damage. So I'm going to use. Is he? Yeah, he's a monster, so I can
He's a
use
monster.
dragons.
Yep.
Let's do another D8. So 9 damage.
Nice. That ignores armor. Excellent. It is. Who is that? Mr. Bones.
Oh, bless his heart.
Nice. It is not a magical weapon, so he will take half damage, and his armor will probably block all of that. It does. And then Skinny.
Like, they don't do nothing fancy. Doesn't matter anyone's.
We go to round 2. This one, he's supposed to be, for some reason he's not friendly. I'm going to have him attack Merfolk though. Did not. Oh, I didn't put Skinny out there. I'll go ahead and roll this. Yeah, he misses anyway. This guy does not have a bow, so he's going to move. And this other one will shoot at Sir Cornelius with his crossbow. And that's a demon. Wow. Is he going to break his crossbow too? Oh, he's out of arrows. So now Orla and this skeleton are going to be fighting over arrows. Well, there goes the ranged attack threat. Sir Cornelius, you have...
If I switch with Phelorian, can he do... Do you mind doing your willpower? Because I only have 1 willpower left, so I can't block any.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do anyways, so... I wouldn't mind
So-
that at all.
I'll switch with Phelorian if he can do
Phelorian?
that.
Okay.
Fingers crossed my luck is better with this one.
Gonna pull it out of a friendly.
Yeah, at least I've got guaranteed success on a friend.
Nice.
Fingers crossed. Oh, goodness.
Right.
About 9.
I
I'm gonna
just
take
need
two
two
of
more.
those. Okay, well, I'm happy to take enough to do another one next turn.
Fade could use some to do more.
Alright, I'll take
purging and
4.
banishing.
There is also power from the body, and I'm full health, so... There's 5. Sorry, how much should Cornelius take?
Just 2.
So 2 then to Fade. And 5 to
Yeah, that would be 2. Sorry, I was pretty hungry, yes. Actually, I think I just took 4.
Ghost Scream. The Death White lets out a ghastly scream that cuts like a rusty blade through the character's souls. Everyone within 20 meters, which is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not Amalthea. Everyone takes a fear attack with a Bane.
While I was away letting my dogs in, what happened to me? Am I down?
You are not down, but you need to make a will roll with a Bane or suffer a fear attack.
I have Fearless. Can I use...
Yes. You can use Fearless.
Can I use Fearless to... She doesn't want to be scared ever again, so...
Is Fade within that range
Yes,
too?
Fade is also within range. Everyone but Amalthea.
So she automatically...
Yep, just spend the 2 willpower, and
Succeed.
then you succeed.
Yeah.
Phelorian did the same. Sir Cornelius succeeded.
I got.
Oh, there we go. Got a dragon. Nice.
You had a Bane on that roll, though.
Oh yeah, yeah. You should have a Bane on your roll. So I'll take those 2 rolls as your first roll. So you need to push that again, and it will have a Bane on it.
I can't push anymore.
That's with the Bane. I didn't know there was a Bane.
Yeah. Just roll a d20 for me, Fade, if you would. What's your will? Oh yeah, so that is a 12. Let's see. And then roll one more d20. And you get below a 15. Nope. So Fade suffers a fear attack. Let me roll on the fear table. Rage. Your fear turns to anger and you are forced to attack its source on your next turn. In melee combat if possible. You also become angry. So if you are not already angry, you will become angry. If you are not, looks like that's your last one, is angry. So you become angry and you need to attack Mirleth on your next turn, which is right now.
All right, I got.
Nap if it's melee combat.
You wouldn't be able to reach to do a melee, but you could move up and attack it.
Can I cast a spell?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'm going to roll for die 8 from my hit points.
Oh,
Took them all.
Ooh. Oh, dang.
you're getting good at that.
Could you take that wound?
5, 6, 7. Yeah, I never roll more
Never
than
bet
I
more
can
than
afford
what
to
you have.
lose. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And now you
All
have
right.
to. I think you have to use whatever you don't use. You lose. So you could use. Is that how that works? You can use 6, but then you lose the other 2.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm going all
Yes.
in, so I think I'm going to use it all.
Yeah.
So
So it
Let
will
me
cost
target
you
this.
8, but you could do a rank 3 or level 3 purge.
yeah, let me. All right. Of course, everything's at a bane, but I made it.
Nice.
Your anger pushed you.
Thank God. Dobby.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Good one.
And that ignores armor, which is huge.
Oh, he went splat.
Yeah, he is badly hurt. Dianys's hand. Power attack. It swings its weapon in a powerful attack against a character. It's going to be Sir Cornelius. 4d8 bludgeoning damage, and the victim is knocked down. The attack can be parried. Do you parry or evade? You've got your shield up now, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Give me a roll with your shield. And you're using defensive, so you don't lose your action.
That is the last of my willpower,
But you succeed. Let's see how much damage Absor takes. Oh, not enough. You have to easily parry that. And it is your turn. Can you defeat Mirleth for the second time in as many days?
Hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
And I found the weak
Oh, weak spot too. Nice.
Found the weak spot.
for 18 damage.
Beautiful.
Do this with my armor. Boom.
I think this time I just find a gap in his helmet and just decapitate him.
And his armor clanks down to the ground, swirling in his black robes as his undead essence vanishes. Banished to return again in time. But for now, the field is won. We go to Skinny. There's, I think, just 2 archers and 1 spearman in here. Oh, go Skinny, go.
Oh.
Skinny coming in hot with the 1 point of damage. Which gets turned away, I believe. Yep. Amalthea.
Move up, and I think I'm going to dash.
Okay. Give me an evade roll.
I went up and around,
Oh, you
so
up
that
and
I
around,
didn't
okay.
have to.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. It just, once I release it, it flattens it out.
Yep, just does a straight line. I know there's a way you can set like waypoints and it will follow that path, but that's way too much work.
I know in Roll20 it's the Q button or a right click. I don't know what it is here.
Yeah, I know that there's a way you can set a path and then you hit spacebar and it will follow it, but again, I've never looked into it to see exactly how to do it.
Orla's going with Tephilus's dagger. She's moved forward.
Nice.
Excellent.
5 points of damage, and I might roll to evade and see if I can get back because I don't have a lot of hit points left. So
You take out that skeleton. And you evade.
I'm just jumping all over the pews there.
It is Mr. Bone's turn. We've got 2 guys left. They both just have daggers because their crossbows have broken.
Oh yeah, there's that guy to the south. I didn't even notice him. Oh jeez. Mr. Bones, what are you doing?
Not doing it that way, that's for sure. Alright, this is allied, so he's going to attack this guy. Man.
They're doing their best.
Yeah, their best is terrible. At least I think that will do 1 point of damage, so...
Hey, see, he
better
got
than nothing.
through.
There we go.
At least he's not hitting Corny, so that's a win.
He will come at this guy with his dagger. Actually, yeah, there's his dagger right there. And that's a miss. And Sir Cornelius.
I will step up and slash this skeleton.
Indeed.
For 13 damage.
That is death to that one. If you have any movement left, you can take the move.
Yep.
It is Skinny's turn.
Alright, Skinny's got 8 movement. I guess he can dash. Well, he can get there just in time to get hit.
Right? I'm here. Fade. The walking wounded.
Fade is going to... Oh, I guess I can cast again.
Yeah, you got you didn't spend your willpower.
Yeah, I'm going to step up here. I'll go at... Oh, those are the good guys.
Yeah.
So we got one baddie
One bad
left.
guy. Yep, we're here.
One baddie. Okay. Purge him.
Oh no. Another demon. It's your third demon. Let's see what the mishap is. Oh. Okay, let me roll to see what the virulence of this disease is. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, so give me a constitution roll, Fade.
Of course, add a bane. Because I'm sick.
The good news is the disease rolled a demon. So you succeed. So you do not succumb to the magical disease. I'm going to have everyone else give me that constitution roll. As long as you pass, you'll be fine.
Oh dear.
What the? He got his temper. Jesus.
So, Phelorian, for the time being, your spells will cost twice the willpower. Until you're able to shake this. And every day you can make a constitution roll to try and shake this off. Otherwise, spells will cost you double. Orla,
Oh, good.
your turn.
Just leaping athletically across these stone pews.
Yeah,
and I
give
will
me an
get
acrobatics roll as you do
this. Okay.
that. Yes, dispel would work on that.
5, and I'm
Nice.
going to get him with my Dagger of Taphalos.
Roll damage.
9 points of damage.
And that is enough to finish him off. Just barely. And that is the end of combat.
Ooh.
Oops, I pushed too many things here. Let's get some atmosphere here. There we go.
Fate is coming in, closing that door, and going to go to sleep.
Inside the cave.
And did you see those skeleton archers from the other building shooting you in the back of the head? They were vicious.
Let me pull up a picture here. Right here. This old man is lying inside the cage. He has been archpriest of his order for nearly 70 years and is now well over 90. He looks downright pitiful. Not only has old age left him with a white horseshoe of cotton-like hair and a scrawny, bent body, he is now covered in bruises, weak with malnutrition, and hollow-eyed from anxiety and lack of sleep. My life is beyond saving, even by magic. I know this. I am grateful not to die in captivity, but I need help. Please take me to the meditation grove in the courtyard. It's all I ask.
Like you or your buddy?
Not survive the trip from here to there. It is just outside, but I wish to die in peaceful contemplation, not inside this iron cage.
Well, I've unlocked the cage, but would you like to die with your body being wrecked in pain from a disease?
No.
All right, Fade, get out.
Oh, yeah, Fade. Oh, yeah.
Wake up, Fade, sorry.
Let me give him a Constitution roll. I forgot about that. Oh, he makes it. He makes it.
He's tougher than he thinks.
Tell me you do not serve Dakoth.
We have the dagger that from your acolyte Tephalus that we were supposed to bring to you, but I'm worried if I give it to you, you will die.
He lets out a deep sigh of relief, and he whispers to you, if you gained Tephalus's trust, he must have seen something good in you. I am dying, irrevocably, so I have no choice but to trust Brother Tephalus's judgment. The eastern lands, no, the world needs help. But first, a question. Where is Tephalus? I need to know that he accomplished his mission.
He did not. He passed away in the journey.
Oh. A tear begins to roll down his parched cheek. Poor old Tephalus. I'm sorry I misled you. Whatever he told you was based on the lie I fed him, so he would not risk revealing my plans. Did he give you the blade?
He did.
Thanks to...
And we got the white into the blade.
Oh, wonderful. Elidane be praised. Thanks to the dagger you carry, there is still hope. Hope to free this land from the corrupting influence of the Demon Lord, to lift the curse that plagues the dead forest and threatens to swallow the entire world. The curse is spreading its demonic poison faster and faster, and soon the rift between the worlds will open once more. Sathmog will enter this world, and his worshippers will form a fanatical army in this new demonic realm. Listen to me. Listen carefully. Legend says that Sathmog's heart, the heart of darkness, can only be destroyed by one who is dead but cannot die. It must be done in the place where the curse was cast and took effect. This task falls to you. You must find the heart of darkness. And he looks at each of you in turn, gazing deep into your eyes. Bring the heart of darkness to the altar stone of the Temple of Winds in the midst of the dead forest, and there pierce the heart with Tephalus's dagger. Imbued with the spirit of the Wraith, it will destroy the heart. Thus, and only thus, can the world be freed from the vengeful evil of Sathmog. But the wicked necromancer Dakoth also seeks the demon's heart, to harness its power for his own gain. You must find the heart of darkness before Dakoth does. Please, there isn't much time.
I can do this, but why did Tephalus tell us that we had to bring the dagger to you?
Because I had hoped to have found the heart by then, but I have not. I have searched in my memory in countless tomes and old archives. There are indications pointing to 3 places in the eastern lands. The monument on the hills of Kalin near Ankvarn. The Barrow Rock on the island of Ishel in the lake Izanor. And a temple tower near Wolf Peaks in the forest of Fangforen. Search. Find. Save. The light in his eyes begins to flicker, and he points at Fade and bids you to come close. And he leans up to whisper into your ear. Do you lean down to receive his final words?
Sure.
I sense in you one who could lead the Order. One who could continue my mission. Once the heart is destroyed, it is your destiny to return here to lead the Knights of the Immaculate Flame. This I charge you with. It will bring you great joy, great wisdom, and great accomplishments. It must be you. It must. And then the flickering light in his eyes fades, and he is dead. Sir Cornelius,
Alrighty.
you pick up his body and carry him out into the courtyard. You find the small grove of which he spoke. There is a fountain there fed by a spring in the hillside. And laying him down there, as the moon begins to rise, a sense of peace and calm washes over each and every one of you. And seeing this, you can all remove one condition. Yeah, if you want to rouse this old man from his rest of death, you could certainly speak with the dead. But it sounds like now you know how to destroy the heart. Now you just need to find it. He gave you 3 possible locations. A monument on the hills of Kalin, the Barrow Rock on the island Ishel, and a temple tower near Wolf Peaks in the forest of Fangforen. We pull up our map of the eastern lands.
Is there any worry, I ask Phelorian, that this good man can be lifted and used for evil?
I could do it right now if I so desired. It would be an easy thing unless the body is destroyed.
In fact, Phelorian,
perhaps
as you do this, you feel a strange sensation in your head, as though something is irritating you in your mouth specifically, and you maybe swish around and you spit out a little bit of blood, unsure of where that must have come from.
Well, I think with this Godvindel, Sir Cornelius will build him a small little pyre that would be used for a night and burn him.
Now,
on
the
top.
pyre will probably alert whatever undead are still here to your presence, but you're more than welcome to do that.
We just light
I
it and
think-
run.
Yeah, I think I'll still light it, and we can pay respects for a moment and then head onwards.
Anyone else want to do anything before we wrap up the session? So you get,
Check out what the white had on him.
let me see what the white had. I don't think he had much of anything. Oh, he's got his plate armor. There's a suit of plate mail. It is black and kind of a matte black. It's not glossy or shiny at all. It's got numerous dents and indentations and bits of damage where it's been struck over the years. There's many, in fact, entire rents and rips in it from various sword strokes. There is the black cloak, which Phelorian, this black cloak, you sense a great power of undead coming from it. And you shudder to think of what the others might think if you were to wear this, but perhaps this cloak would give you some sort of boon in your necromancy.
My powers have been invaluable so far.
He's just our creepy guy.
And he wears all black anyway. It'd be like it makes much of a difference.
Very emo.
Do you take the White's cloak?
It's so emo. It's true.
He definitely would love a black cloak.
There's like a Walkman with Morrissey in the pocket. And... let's go ahead and after you.
Sorry to interrupt. I do want to just go around. I want to find my 2 arrows of my own and see what other ones I can find.
So the one skeleton that still had arrows, you're able to replenish your quiver from that.
Oh.
Thank goodness. There was a dearth of arrows here because the other guy ran out of arrows as well. But you managed to find enough to replenish your quiver. Sir Cornelius, you get the pyre lit and you see Godvindel's body be taken by the flames. As the smoke begins to rise, you see it almost take on a shape of great wings and a long serpentine body. And then you sense again something moving at great speed above you just through the clouds. And as you watch the smoke drift away as it widens into those large serpentine wings, you see the silhouette of a great dragon pass through the smoke cloud and then drift back up into the clouds. It circles around Otag for a moment, and you see on its back an armored knight.
Do I know the name of this dragon, or perhaps how old it is, to determine how large it might be?
This is one of the largest... I mean, you've never seen a dragon, but this is one of the largest dragons that you could imagine seeing. And the dragon, you know that they have names. And the dragon is... You recognize it from writings and stories that you have heard. This is Ash-Ark Afar, the dragon. I'll type that out for you.
I will, well, knowing this, I will call out his name and see if he responds to it.
So first you light a fire, and then you start yelling when there's all these skeletons around.
And, well, if there's a dragon, I'm sure it could aid us. In fact, I will even pull out my horn and blow it, and then call out his name.
As you blow your horn and call out the name, you see the dragon circle around, and then it lays down a huge swath of flame over the tall part of Otag that you had not searched, the 3-story square building. And you see flames lick through as though this cleansing fire is eliminating whatever undead may have been in there. The knight on its back circles one more time and lays down another gout of fire into the other building. And then he gives you a salute, and he heads off to the south.
Oh, wow.
And you have a feeling that you will meet Ash-Ark Afar and whomever the knight is on his back again.
Which of those locations is to the south, then?
Well, if we look at the map, so Godvindel mentioned 3 possible locations, so we can kind of decide where we want to go from here. Let me put down what he said. He says 3 places in the Eastern Lands that it could be. The monument on the hills of Kalin near Ankvarn. That is to the south. There's the Barrow Rock on the island of Ishel in the Lake Isanor, and you can see an island in Lake Isanor, which is to the south. And a temple tower near Wolf Peaks in the forest of Fangforen. And you can see, so here, this looks like there's an island in Isanor. Here's a tower in the Wolf Peaks. And here is Ankvarn, and looks like there's a Barrow Hill or something here, a bunch of stones on a hill.
No, I guess we take them in order that they come up.
And that is where we will end the session. So if you guys want to add 5 improvement marks to whatever you already have, we can go ahead and do some improvement rolls. And then
would Fate be able to take his necklace?
Yeah.
Before we burn him?
Absolutely. Yeah. You take that off and you put it on, and as you wear it, you feel the weight of responsibility rest upon your shoulders, and it's a good feeling, as though perhaps this is your purpose, and perhaps your arc in this adventure, if you succeed, is to come and restore the Knights of the Immaculate Flame and be their priest, their high priest, and their warrior priest here at Otag. So maybe this is what awaits Fade at the end of the campaign.
Do my best.
So let's start with Fade. If you've got your improvement rolls ready, you can do your rolls.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think I'm ready. So, awareness. Need an 8. Got it.
Hey, there we go.
Myths and legends. Need an 8. Got it. Sneaking. Need a 12. That's alright. Spot hidden. 13. Dang it. Alright, slings. Got it.
Oh, there we go.
Stabs. Need a 12. Or 13. And then animism. Need a 15. Got it.
Nice.
Nice.
What a session. We'll go to Sir Cornelius next.
Very good.
All right. These are my 2 dragon and demon rolls. Nope. Beast Lore goes up. One more, and that'll be at 18. Myths and Legends goes up. And Writing goes up.
Nice. And then Phelorian is next.
Alrighty.
Well, so far this is terrible.
Yeah, you can't win them all. Oh, that was pretty
awareness. There we go.
good. Okay.
And how about Amalthea?
Nope.
Oh, not on that one.
Nope.
There we go. Bluffing
Oh,
one up.
Nope.
Oh,
nice.
almost
Ooh,
18.
nice.
That's close. Crossbows went up. Yeah, shooting Fade in the back of the head really improved your aim.
Yeah. We still need to talk about that.
I just gotta get Fade to stand wherever I want to be firing.
Just put an apple on his head. Orla, your turn.
Acrobatics. Nope. Awareness. Nope. Evade. I am going for my high ones.
Yeah!
Oh,
Nice.
good one. Okay, so that's the 17. Sneaking. Not that it matters that much when we've got Corny with us. And knives. Oh, got it.
Sweet.
Oh,
Okay.
very nice.
And lastly is swords.
Oh,
Oh.
well, not when you want it. For just a session reward, I'm thinking Fade came in huge with that purge. It did like
Yeah.
60-something points of damage, and it took out the demon that like turned the whole tide of that battle. Granted, the demon was your own fault, but still,
Yeah.
the way that you dealt with that, I would say give Fade another focused. And then Cornelius just absolutely stood his ground and just went toe-to-toe with everything. I'm tempted to give Cornelius another robust. Anyone else?
What is a focused?
So I'll add it to your character. It gives you 2 more willpower points. So
Oh.
it's a heroic ability. I'll go ahead and add it to your character. There's focused, and it gives you 2 willpower points, and robust gives you 2 hit points.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That'll give me enough willpower to heal myself.
Yeah. Might come in handy. Let me drop that on here. And then, so yeah, we can kind of discuss where we want to go going forward. The closest one to us is going to be in the lake Isanor. There's the island. It's not far from here, maybe a half a day's journey. And then after that, you could go down to in the Wolf Peaks, that tower, and then down to Ankvarn at the hill of Colin. We need Orla will lose another willpower point as night falls, as another day passes, and you're holding the
Yeah,
dagger.
I could really use a long, like a shift rest, because I'm down quite a few hit points and nearly all my willpower points. So.
You don't recover your willpower from rests,
No,
I think. with that
just
dagger.
just from magical means.
But I've got these skeletons, so if I rest, I could
When,
just drain willpower one of them for you.
Yep.
When we wake up, Sir Cornelius will offer to carry the dagger, seeing as it sounds like we need to use it to defeat the heart. He's usually the closest in battle, so he would be willing to
But
carry
the heart does need to be destroyed at the Temple of Winds.
Yeah,
so
we've
on
got to
other
get the
side
heart
of the
out and
mountains.
take it.
Yep.
So I don't mind carrying it for now, because I'm not a lot of use against these undead without it. So
There's a good
just gotta
chance
keep-
that it's not going to be an easy thing or a non-dangerous thing to stab the heart either. It's not like you just set it down and stab it. It's very likely that all the enemies will rise up to try to prevent it. So it may be best to have our most armored knight.
I absolutely
Try to do
will
that.
hand it over to Corny at the time, or at some point. But I'm okay to carry it for now.
We would definitely be able to sneak down off the cliffs using the way that Ankh Tale showed us, and be able to recover and do like a full night's rest and recover. The dragon will keep us safe for the night as it flies
So
overhead.
Right. So I don't get back the 1 willpower point that I just lost through the dagger. Is that right?
Right. Yeah. So that one is permanent. So you'll
Yeah.
still be down 1, because the other you've
Yeah.
been receiving willpower from Phelorian, and that does count. You just don't get it from resting.
So when we wake up, how much do I lose if I take the dagger?
If you take as soon as you take it, you lose 1d6, and then you lose 1 every day. But I don't know that you need it now, but probably once we get ready to destroy the heart.
Yeah, I will be ready to hand it over. But if you don't mind me carrying it for now, because I can do better damage with it than I can otherwise.
Yes,
So
that would work well.
your damage is not in doubt.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. I'll get this video posted, and I will see most of you on Friday for our Valentine's Day mystery adventure in Dragonbane. And some of you I'll see Saturday for Creeping Darkness, but all of you I will see back next Sunday for me, Monday for Tina, for Path of Glory Session 11.